Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki, and you know there is one thing I love about junk journaling, and that is how we take things that other people just throw in the trash and turn it into something beautiful. And a perfect example is a packaging box. You chop this up, it can make a great journal cover or a fabulous base for ephemera. So last week, I was watching a video by Lee's Art and Junk Journaling, and she had collected a big tub full of packaging, and she was trying to, do some tidying up, and she came up with this idea. I found this ridiculously pleasing, very aesthetically pleasing. I just went, as soon as I saw it, I went, I need to do this. Now, the idea of this is you take packaging, and we're talking the thinner packaging. So boxes that, products come in, not so much cardboard that parcels get delivered in, because it's quite thick. And what I want this for is if I want to make a journal card or I want to make a tag, I've already got all these bases ready to go, and all I have to do is pick one I want, if need be trim it to the size I want, and I'm ready to go. And of course, all this lovely packaging is blank on the inside, on the reverse side. So if you want to do something vintagey, you pick something with the brown backing, and you don't have to do anything other than decorate the other side. It's ready to go. And of course, if you want to do something, more modern, not so much vintagey, then white is fine. Otherwise, you just spritz it with coffee and wham, you're ready to go. And I just thought this was the best thing ever. So of course, I went on a bit of a scrounge and found some packaging, and I now have my basket ready to go. But what prompted this was, I thought to myself a couple of weeks ago, I need to make some gift cards. So like a journaling card, not a fold in half card, just like, this sort of thing. It doesn't matter so much what size it is, but when I do swaps, of which I do quite a few with junk journaling people all around Australia, instead of using like purchased cards and stuff like that, I want to use scraps and make some pretty cards that I can pop in my swaps, right on the back, anything, including the group that I'm in, whatever, and just send them something handmade as part of the swap. And I thought, yep, I better get some packaging. I should do something along those lines, or find some old cardstock and blah, blah. And then I went, no, I've got the solution. So I now have this gorgeous basket full of goodies ready to go. And I have collected some paper scraps, lots of magazine goodies. I think I'm going to do all my decorating with just magazine images, I've decided, because I have so many and we need to use some of them up, and we're going to get a bit painty and a bit messy. Couple of the ideas that Lee did on hers, I think I might just borrow that. And we're going to have some fun, and we're going to do some recycling and make pretty things. So let's get going. So for the first one, I've selected my piece of scrap, and I'm going to show you one way I love doing backgrounds, and that is I save little background pieces from magazines that I think I might use at some later stage. Obviously, you can use book pages and things, and in some of the next ones that I'm going to do, that's exactly what I'll be using. But I thought for this first one, I'll show you how I like to just use little scraps, multicolored, and it just creates a really interesting background. And even though I keep cutting all this stuff out and I think, oh, I'll use it one day, you'll be surprised where I actually find a way to use these things up. And none of these, of course, were big enough to stand out in their own right. So we're just going to do a little bit of collaging here. The bottom one, this one doesn't have to go down too firmly because we're going to have all sorts of little layers and things on top. And we're just using a glue stick. It does the job perfectly. I might have to go up a bit higher. Even though all this is shiny, I find glue stick still does a fabulous job for holding this down. Now, next one. Now, normally I would, when I do gluing like this, I usually glue over the edge and then trim it off. But because these pieces are sort of only just going to fit, I'm actually building them right into the corners, with the exception of this bit. But normally, see how you have these little bits that lift up? If you do it all over the edge, you can then just trim them all off, and you usually find things stick a little bit better then. Now, what I might do is, let me just trim this part off first so I can see where my edge is over here. Right, perfect. Now, I've got these other couple of little bits. And you get all these sort of patterns, often in the backgrounds of adverts and things. So you just need to keep your eye open and look for them. And then you can create these cute little colourful backgrounds. All sorts of little scraps can be put to good use. So there we go. There's our base. Very straightforward. Then I picked all of these because I thought this image was really pretty. It's like sending someone a bunch of flowers. I'm just going to add some glue to that. Oh dear, will you behave yourself, Mr. Glue? Pop that sort of central, give or take. And then I think, just to finish this off, we might just put a couple of bits of contrasting washi tape on the couple of corners of this image, and we can call this one done. So we might do these two corners, I think. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's grab my tweezers, because this is actually good washi. It's still quite sticky. Voila. There we go. And we've now created our first little thank you card that I can send to my swap partners. Now, I have prepped all my other bases. You don't need to see me gluing them all and being bored stupid. But what I'm going to do is I'll make the rest, grab yourself a cuppa, I'll speed them up a little bit, and I'll put some nice calm music on, and you can just watch me create. I won't be using anything that you will have no idea what it is I'm playing with. It's all very straightforward stuff. It's all scraps and fun bits like that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. the next morning. I've let everything sit and dry. It's beautiful and sunny today. It was a bit grey and gloomy yesterday. And they're all done. All they need now, I think, is a little bit of time under a heavy book to flatten them all out. But have a look what you can do with scraps. Doesn't matter what sort of scraps you've got, chop them up and start gluing. I love these. I think they're fabulous. And I think they'll make great little gift cards. I mean, they are quite large, but I do have like quite a bit of information that I have to put on it. I have to put, the name of I have to thank them, obviously, for being a swap partner. I have to put which group it is and which swap it is, because some people, like myself, are members of a variety of groups. So, you need to know which one you're sending to. But I just love how these turned out. Honestly, none of these were difficult. Anybody can manage these with just the most basic of supplies. And I love this box of chocolates. I just love that one. That turned out so well. Perfect with a cup of tea. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments box below. And if you could give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And until next time, thank you for watching and bye for now.